Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. It's the beginning of a brand new week, and we are going to have brand new things happening for us. One of the brand new things is today we are going to be hosting our Oyinbo princess, the British Nigerian Pidgin English, whatever you say she is doing. She's a British girl, completely British, but she speaks very, very good Pidgin English. Pidgin English, for those of you that don't know, is an English that is not the real English, but our own kind of English in Africa. So she's going to be walking us through uh, how she learned how to speak that language and all of that beautiful stuff. So I am going to bring her on in a minute here. She's going to walk us through how she learned the language and her passion for Africa, in particular Nigeria. So, guys, if you come on, few rules. Don't send me messages while we are live because I may not see it. Send the message via WhatsApp. Send the messages via WhatsApp for me. And also, when you have a question, please send the question so that she can answer you. Share the video so that other people get to, enjoy her beautiful smile and talks and acts and everything with us. We're going through a really tough time right now, and most people are depressed, frustrated, and all of that goodies. But we just want to bring something to light up your world a little bit. And, it's not going to solve the problem, but at least it keeps you happy. Just something away from the coronavirus that is becoming so depressing. But again, we just want to say big thank you for all the frontline workers, all the essential workers, and the providers. Thank you for the great work you're doing. And thank you for the people that are individually helping and giving to the less privileged people, just like our guest today. Oyinbo Princess does a little bit of that. But we're going to hear all about that today from her. So please share the video. Let audience come up and just, enjoy this whole few minutes with the Oyinbo Princess. So, ladies and gentlemen, a quick shout out to official Isokem IB on Instagram and Lilian Emefiele. So make sure you're following them. And let me bring up our guest. Hello.
Good evening. Hi.
So lovely to see you. My goodness. This one where you put hand for chest like for the vest like this. Waiting happen.
Sorry, now this sun self where they answer. Say now 7 p.m. That kind late night sun, 9 they worry me.
So you truly speak pidgin English.
That song called I love you smoothing, I beg.
Oh my goodness. Okay, you know what? I know you. I followed you so much so that I know everything that you do. But there are a lot of people watching us that wouldn't know who you are, what you do, and why you do what you do. So if you can just briefly just tell us, about you so that people are, comfortable listening to what you're going to tell us.
Okay, wait. Now pidgin English, I be now English because me I don't.
This one na pidgin English. I know sabi speak English.
Better because even if Oyinbo dey here like this, they must be if to say they dey here, that one means that they don't get one kind of involvement with Niger, so they must understand.
Right.
Anyway, as you say, my name now Oyinbo Princess, and me I did for UK and I'm Mama Charlie something. I just love Niger. I no go lie you. Niger they enrich my life. They give me better qualities where they add to my own life. So I don't really know. I don't really know much more than that, Sha. Now maybe this.
So waiting carry you enter Niger. All the African country, why you no go anyone and Niger one you can't enter?
Well, me, I used to work as I did like this. I did work for airline before. So when I did do all those kind cabin crew jobs, that they fly, go different places for Africa, they come back. Niger was one of the very popular routes, as in we they get Niger every week. So eventually, me I dey start to dey like Africa more than all those New York, Singapore, all the other places where they fit send you. I know they like them, but Niger I just dey feel like saying at home. I don't know why. So as
Wow.
I can't dey enter Niger steady like this, I can't dey like people can't dey no say if they get a shift for maybe Atlanta, California, they go swap am with me. So me, I go do their Lagos while they go do my California. And then one time I was very sick. When I enter Niger, I don't get one kind of sickness like that. I needed blood transfusion. So now true, Niger blood they run for my vein oh, because that blood where they give me for hospital for Ikeja no be Oyinbo blood. No be Oyinbo blood. So now that thing first can't carry me. And so then when I was recovering, they know they carry me come home for 2 weeks. So I spent 2 weeks in Lagos in my hotel, and I just decided to say make I watch Nollywood movies, make I they listen to African music. Before I know, I realized say E- English, pidgin English, you get dialect of English. Even Yoruba self, they go they talk one kind Yoruba, then they go come back English, they change them again. So me, I just say I beg, it will be very innocent of a sorry, very what's the ignorant of a white woman entering Africa, hearing her own language somewhere and not learning where it is from. So small, I did learn them like that.
So you basically taught yourself pidgin English.
Yes, I taught myself. You know, say school no day for pidgin now. So I basically I taught myself. I was listening to the old school music like P Square, Duncan Mighty, Style Plus, Two Face, all those old school Man Melon, many of them. I did listen to their music and I
Mhm.
did watch Nollywood where they get subtitle. But before I know, I can't realize say I know they read them again. I was starting to actually be able to watch the movie and understand it. So the only thing I know they understand that time is why a Nollywood movie go starts and you go to watch it for 5 hours to come realize say you go follow up with the second movie. But everything else was interesting. Sha, they waka, they come out for hotel, they go carry keke marwa, carry bike, okada, go different places. So I dey enjoy am sha. Once and the thing is with you Nigerian people, in fact, African people, you get one quality where we don't get. You sabi host person where you never know. You sabi embrace person because if I try small to understand your culture, you will definitely accept me for who I am. We Oyibo, even if somebody is understanding our culture, you don't know how many foreign students they for UK where Oyibo they say, I beg. I know they understand, I know they hear you. Rubbish. Now, so we supposed to learn from African people because you guys, you accept anybody, especially once we show an interest into your culture. Cameroon, Niger, Ghana, Zambia, South Africa, Tanzania, so many places there, and you they accept person for who they are.
Wow. Please, you guys share this video. She's just walking us through how she fell in love with Nigerian stuff. You know, Oibo Princess, a lot of times, now only bad things now that they talk about Nigeria.
Everything they worry me.
Eh,
Yes, my sister. Thank God say you don't hit the nail on the head with this one because now waiting Oyibo they think. Okay, I be Oyibo, so I go talk to you from an Oyibo situation, from an Oyibo mindset.
Thank you.
They sit down for house. They watch television. They go first of all hear Boko Haram this, Boko Haram that, President Buhari this, President Buhari that. They start to they see all the negative things, corruption this, kidnapping that, armed robbery this, and raping that. Now rubbish. And then they go still they watch all those useless adverts where they talk say they get one picking, we get a big belly where don't they starve, where they cry, where no get any skin for the rest of it, body now only in belly, and they go they drink dirty water. They are very stupid. Oh. They are very stupid. They are trying
Tell
to
them.
blame us in a negative way, and it is rubbish. You don't know, say for Africa, you fit go to any African central, whether now Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, anywhere, Sierra Leone, go to the capital, you go see house where pass any house where you fit see for London or long. You go see car where big pass any car where you get for hair.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because Africans you sabi do things, and when you think say you go do them very well.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Oyinbo they do nonsense. We dey do nonsense, and we know they accept another person because of perception. It's better you go and learn with what you dey see with your eyes in real life. No, they watch what you dey see for news.
Mm-hmm. A lot of times people go post waiting, they go use take collect money for themselves, and
I beg.
then very quickly everybody now that one now they go they see say Africa na bad continent, but you've
Yes,
always had a fantastic experience going to Africa.
Africa is the best continent in the world. Forget the challenges that people are up against. As a continent, una guys dey rock pass, I beg. You dey rock pass. Well, and all those people where are trying to exploit money from people for rubbish, it is nonsense. It's better that you do something. Me, I know they too blow with it, they do, but I get children for Nigeria where my team go enter the area, they go cook for the area, they go share food for the area, and we go put on for local television station, or excuse me, or for our internet platforms, and you will transparency is the key.
I
People
was
go
going to
see
come
wetin
to
we do.
Yeah, I was going to come to that. I see that you do a lot of humanitarian work silently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, well, it's true, dear, and I will tell you, since 2008, I will tell you a very little story. Now, this one are exclusive. I know they talk am for public, but
Mm,
back in 2008, when I be cabin crew, I dey come enter Nigeria like this. I can't see pikin wey dey for streets. Me, I dey go chop for one buka like that too, and I can't see small pikin wey dey for streets. As I see those pikin, I dey look at them, say, I wonder. To my surprise, as I enter that place the next following 2 days later to eat again, I come dey see the same pikin. Ah. So that time my head dey ask me wetin happen. Na the same pikin wey I dey see for a nine job. I been waiting. Na smally we dey o. So I leave am. I no fit do anything because they dey small far from me, but I dey see them. It don't touch me. So the next time, I even flew back to London before I flew back again and ate at that same place again. And I still did see the same pikin, same t-shirt, same area, same thing they were doing. They are looking on top one big landfill. I don't know which they define, but they did for landfill. So I called and make it come. I asked them whether they are hungry. They say yes. There were two. The elder one was around 5 years. The younger one was around 3 at the time. So
mm,
when I realized say they are hungry, my heart can't break. So as it happened, I then went back to the same place the following day again. I did feed them for the second time. And
wow.
then I flew back to London. So they go don't miss seeing my face. As
Yes.
I come back again the following time, it was more than a month later, I still did see the Peking. So that time I've been thinking all the time when I did fly different places, I always they remember those children. They wonder what happened. So now, when I enter back the following time, God blessed me to meet them again. As I meet them again, I personally said, I want to carry them I want to carry them into my life and find out where their mom and dad are, why they are the ones looking for food. They told me they don't have parents, that they have a brother. So I said, okay, carry me to meet the brother. Me,
Mm,
I believe said the brother would be very old. Maybe he's the one pushing them to go and
mm,
find things. Finally, I realized they can't carry me inside one can shanty like that. I come see tiny pikin where they lay on the ground inside the old mess, everything. This pikin not past that kind 6 months old though.
mm,
Heart was breaking. So
yeah.
the reason I did tell you this story is that is where I started. Those three boys, I took them to my hotel. I was even asked to move from my hotel. They didn't want to accept them coming in. They knew I was cabin crew, and they said I should not be bringing in children that are from this kind of backgrounds. I said they are stupid. Their father. I can't move, enter another. I can't carry these three pikin with me for another hotel. I can't dress the pikin before I dey leave. And I tell am say, wait, I go pay the bill until I next come back. Keep the pikin for head, feed them, no let them waka, just keep them for the hotel. That's it. I can't do like that. Now, small, small, small. I then employ one of my friends, made my friend take care of them when I'm not in Nigeria. From there, consider rent one room. I rent one room for more than 6 months. They don't outgrow the room. The pekin is now growing. He's starting to walk, starting to talk. I needed more space. So from there, I rented small apartment for them for 1 year. In that 1 year that I rented apartment, I found many more pekin where I won't just try help. So as time went on, to date, I have 14 children that are all in school. They're all living in a house that I rent annually, and they're being looked after by 5 members of staff. That is not known to public media. That is not known to anyone. Because in life,
Wow.
as a Christian, which I am, you do not give to receive. You give because you want to be
Mm,
blessed by God. That is
wow.
my own. So these children now, the eldest one said, don't reach 19. You don't come out for house. He was the 15th one. So he don't already doing your own. He still they already remember Momsy. Anytime he fit, he go send me small thing all the way from Nigeria to London. So my children are now growing up. They're all getting much older. That small became just 6 months. You don't reach more than what, 10, 12 years old now.
Mm,
So yes, now small, small, and I never talk but the reason why I'm talking now and the reason why I'm asking people to support me now is because of coronavirus. I do not want children on the streets going out, going around areas that are unsafe for them. I pray that they will stay in their area. They will even stay away from people. And if I can give them food and take food to them, they will not have to run out to find food.
oh my goodness. Wow. If somebody sees you on social media, doing your funny cooking and stuff, and
Mm.
don't really talk to you, they will never see this humane side of you. I never knew that you have this feeling for humanity inside of you. Thank you
Thank you
so
very
much for sharing with us. Guys, if you're watching, I was not planning to do this, but you know what? I'm going to have a special section where we fundraise.
much. Okay.
Yes, I will. I will.
That
I
would be
would promote
wonderful.
it and we would fundraise. I'm going to talk to a few people that I know to support our fundraising because people like you are not doing this to gain any name. You're not
No,
doing it you have millions of followers. I see your pages and everything. You're not looking for followers, but you
no.
just want to bless people. And what is really catching me is the fact that you are blessing children that A, not your color, two, not from anywhere you came from, three, you don't care if you will ever see them again or not. You are deliberately, just from your own decision, saying, I want to help these children. Don't you think if each and every one of us begin to have a heart like that, this world will become a better place?
My dear, you are correct. And I wish they paying me because I know there are many people that can make a difference, Sha. Even
And
if I small money, they go make a difference. I wish I could carry every single one of the children that I feed and put them in clothes, put them in a house, give them food every single day, and give them an education for their future. But I know I cannot do that alone and I can never ever reach all the children in need, but you can make a massive difference by helping just a handful of people. A handful of people. So
wow.
for me, my dream, my honest dream is to build a school. I already have land. I have land in Lagos, which took me 2 years to even get completed paperwork because saying abala this and
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
agreement that. So it was a very long process. But my dream is to build on that land, to build a school. Upstairs, it will have dormitories that will house children that do not have mothers and fathers, that are orphans, that need an opportunity to be educated. And downstairs will be the school, which is open to all those families that are rich, that can afford to send their children to an English run school, a British run school. And they will then sit in a classroom beside these children that have nothing, they have nobody, but in their uniform, in the same class, everybody is the same standard. They are learning at the same pace. They are learning to their life at the same pace. So
Wow.
I pray that not only will it help those orphan children, but it will help the richer children to consider as they grow older that there is no difference. The only difference is what they were born into, which they had no choice over.
Oh my goodness. So Igbo princess, you're not just beautiful, you are beautiful with a brain.
Oh,
Because
thank
you know,
you.
a lot of entertainers, the first thing they think about is how to look beautiful on camera, and
Mhm.
also how to gain wealth and fame for themselves. But you are starting in the industry with other people's interest in heart first. That is applaudable. I run
Thank
a program called the Vigo Award International, and we celebrate everyday ordinary people that are doing extraordinary things. People now like you. So trust me, the next Vigo Award, I am saying it, everybody is hearing it. You are flying to Canada, you are hosting it, and we are going to celebrate you.
thank
Whatever
you.
that is going to take behind the camera, we'll talk about it. And
Thank
also, I have some few producers watching. I spoke with we're going to go into that side of your life soon. I spoke with my one of my producers earlier, Catherine Fasteger. She just released the movie 7 Days in Lagos, which was supposed to come out but couldn't because of the problems we're having. So she's going to be talking with you. I have another producer here in Canada, Isokem IB. She just finished the movie When Love Hurts, which is supposed to be coming out, produced by Pat Ovi. They're all going to be. I'm going to be talking with them to talk with you because we want to support you. We want to support somebody like you, an artist like you, that is not looking for money to gain more power and wealth and fame, but looking for money to be able to become resourceful and a blessing to other people that are not able to help themselves. God bless you. Oh my
thank
goodness. Now you make me fall in love with you more because
Ah,
one thing that catches me is the heart for humanity. Because this world, like me and you know, thank God you're a Christian, so I'll feel free to speak from the
yes.
biblical point of view. You know, God created this world for me and you to become the caretakers of this earth. But what humanity has made the world become is a place that is not livable anymore. A lot of true believers now are praying that they want to go to heaven, they want to go home. But we have not done our job here because we have become very selfish. We have become very self centered. Everything is about me, me, and me. On your post, you said that people should donate. And then at the end of it, I was trying to put it up so everybody can see, which I'm going to still go off the screen and try to bring it up. At the end of the post, you said, this is about we, not about me. Could you please throw some more light so that people that don't have a heart of giving can hear from you?
I believe that phrase that I heard it, Sha, not be saying on my own phrase, but it was very powerful to the point that me, I want to use it. Because in this life, like you say, the phrase alone is it is not about me, it is about we. Because you turn that M upside down and it becomes a W. And for me, I believe say that when we can achieve a goal. I will give you an example now. If to say, for example, me, I need 500 pound there. It's very difficult maybe for me to sit down today and say, okay, here is 500 pound I can spend anyhow. However, if there are 500 people
Wow.
with me that can give only one pound each, we will not even notice we lost it
Breaks it down.
broken down. And another thing we need to remember is in this world, we are not here as masters. Forget, it no matter how big your head be, we are not masters, we are visitors. and we are
Wow.
all the same. We are visitors on the land. This coronavirus now we're doing. Me, I personally believe, Seth, it is a wake up call to tell us that there is a bigger power in this world that can change everything in the instant of an eye. And
Mm-mm.
unfortunately, some of our fellow humans have now had to go through bereavement and losing people in their family, not just one or two, but some families, many, many
Yeah.
not allow people to be big headed and just become about themselves. It is we collaboratively.
Hmm. Thank you. We're having a little problem with the audio. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes. Can you
Oh,
hear me?
yes, I can now. Well, guys, we're talking
Okay,
to
sorry.
Oyinbo Princess, a British-born, former air hostess, now a Nollywood actress, and an internet influencer. There was one of your video that you started, the very first one. Again, I couldn't bring it up. That video went viral, and people were saying it is fake, that you couldn't eat pounded yam and egusi soup. So
Abby.
who teach you how to cook that thing first? And then how did you fall in love eating it? When you did fly go Niger before, you they just eat the thing before, or you just decide say, I
As
see this thing, I want eat am.
As in initially, I even remember say I don't bubble myself because I think saying a mashed potato when they
Ah,
serve it and I want to use pork, can they who can. I realize say not be the way because even for the stew, I can't remember what the first stew was they gave me. I believe it was something like efforiro and
yeah.
bone day. So me, I know sabi how I go manage bone with only fork these days. So at first I was very naive, Sha. I know even Sabi waiting day for my front self. But once I tasted the food, I really have a passion. My own passion is always seeing where something has come from. I guess we are not all that way. But for
Mm,
me personally, if I know they see where the thing they come from, then me, I not go to enter them. But as I can't still say for money, say me I dey smoke cigar now my bad habit. To not do as I do as I say, do not smoke. So let's get that out of the way. Me, I dey smoke cigar. So sometimes I go come up for the hotel for morning and I go there, I feel shy to smoke for the front because the butler go there or the security go there. So I go waka come outside the gates. I go just sit down for pavement, jejely by myself. As I dey smoke my cigar for this kind 6 a.m., I go see say mama put see this old woman carry pikin for her back, eh, pikin for her side, and she dey set charcoal. Then before I know, the pot go start to dey smoke. Then things go start to dey happen. I just dey look, dey wonder wetin. This woman, if to say UK or Yankee now, this woman go don retire. She go don relax, enjoy her retirement for house with her grandchildren.
yeah.
Instead, her daughter has gone to work and she is the one with the pikin on her back, still trying to make a living to feed them. My heart dey break. So I had to know what is going on. I love the food, I love the flavor. At first, I no fit even eat pepper. I no go lie you. It was a gradual transition for me to go from onion to pepper because even that time, onion was too much for my mouth.
Okay.
Chocolates of pepper, no. So back then, I even went to Mama Put myself and said to her, Madam, I beg, no vex. In English, so that time I know they speak pidgin. I said,
Evening.
please, can I come and see what you are doing? Because one, I like the aroma of your food. And two, I like your commitment to what you do. I'm really interested on how you cook your food here. I'm a foodie. I love food. So before you know, I went to one, two, three mama puts, go this one for 4 a.m., this one for 5 a.m. Can they watch them with the charcoal, put the pots on top fire, can they heat palm oil, can they bleach am. Before I know, onion enter, garlic enter, seasoning enter. I just they watch them with my sister. So from there, I did write notes, I did keep notepad, and I did try come home and go to African shops to recreate the dishes that were so flavorsome, full of aroma and passion, and full of love, that Nigerian love that you have.
Mm-hmm.
So that is where it came from. I will watch them, and then if I need additional help, I will use social media or Google. I will go and check YouTube, see other ways of making things and alternatives. If I can't find the same thing in UK, I will find an alternative. So small, small, oh, my sister.
No, it's a lot of work, and this is such an encouragement for a lot of us watching you right now to say that anything is possible. You did
Ah,
not grow up with a Nigerian family around you. You didn't have Nigerian people as friends. It was
no,
just work that took you flying to this country, Nigeria, and you
yeah,
slowly started falling in love with their culture, their food, the way they do things,
the
and then
people.
you decided the people you decided, okay, I'm going to learn this language, and you did. It's just like any other language. So if I want to speak like British people from what you're saying, I should be able to now go and start teaching myself, be determined, and I can learn how to
Yes.
change my accent to,
Mm-hmm.
British accent, or learning any other language, right? What would
Of
you say
course.
before we go into the topic? I know we've spent few minutes talking about you, which is super important for me because I get to know the side of you that I never knew existed, and that is your humanitarian work. There are a lot
Thank
of comments coming up here. Guys, if you have any question for our Oyinbo princess, please post it. I would see it. I don't have a lot of questions from behind the scene yet. So post the questions and we'll see it. We'll ask her. One lady is saying, may God bless you. You have a laudable project. May God bless and support you.
thank
God will bless her and support
you.
her through you also. So
Amen.
we're going to make that link available where you can donate to her cause. Honorable P. Sopuruchi from London said, God bless you, dear Oyinbo princess. And
Thank you.
many more love, Oyinbo princess. So we'll be going through that as we go along. Back to my next question.
Mhm.
When you started Pidgin English and decided to go to Nigeria and do the things that you're doing, what were the challenges you were facing when you were in Nigeria? Anytime you go to Nigeria.
The challenges initially, I guess, are obviously Nigeria is a very vulnerable place in regards to, let me say, everyday economics, like normal roads, normal lighting, normal water supply. So because of that, it puts Nigerians in a position where they feel desperate sometimes. Not everybody, but the ones that are hustling on a daily to eat, they will work today to eat today. I'm not talking about people on a salary.
Mhm.
So because of those challenges, I believe that Oyinbo price was involved. They will say, for example, I want to buy this nice mat to go and barbecue, eh? And if na Naija person won't buy am na 5K. If na Oyinbo won't buy am na 15K. So all those kinds small, small price adjustments, they were challenges because um I initially I didn't understand why, but when I looked into it more, I was even actually happy to spend the 15K, knowing that it's going to a family that really needs it. You get,
Aw.
but initially, no, I didn't understand, so it was a challenge. And the other challenge will be, you can never be in everybody's happy circle. Some people will not like what you do. Some people will always reflect on the past, the fact that we colonized Nigeria and we didn't do well, or we didn't do this, or we used Nigerians as slaves. People will have negative things to say. So that
Mm.
was a challenge for me to be able to just overcome it without reacting. I'm a very reactive person. And I remember, like, when I was younger, for example, if I'm out with my friends and there's an altercation, I'll be the first one to come on, what's wrong with you? Oh, yeah, now it's happened, But with this kind of thing, I don't know if you just approach people like that in a country that I'm not sure of, in a country that I'm not yet fully acquainted with. So, in
Mhm.
regards to challenges, I guess it was the Oyinbo pricing, um, maybe negativity coming from people that don't understand or don't want to know where I'm coming from.
Mhm,
And then the challenge of the environment with the heat. That
mhm,
was challenging for me. I'm not used to it as an Oyinbo. So
mhm,
those are probably my main challenges
mhm.
when faced initially within Nigeria.
Mm. Wow. So when you face that challenges, what did you do to get past it? Because what you're doing for us right here is not just telling us about who you are, but how you got past these things, because it's going to help somebody. A lot of people are going through a lot of challenges today.
Of
And,
course.
listening to you, seeing how you overcame your challenges could help somebody. So that's why I'm digging deeper, not for
Okay, even to be honest, even if the challenge is not the same thing, that motivation of overcoming is
that's
very
right.
important. It's very
That's right.
important.
Mhm.
And okay, the Oyibo pricing matter, I didn't overcome it quickly, Sha. But once I want Sabi Niger lifestyle and pidgin English, they don't go try me again. I go enter carry this thing, say I go say, oh madam, this thing na 5K for the shelf. She go do am for 450, 45. One say no, I go drop am. I say no problem, I come out. She said, ah, come. Wetin you dey talk? I say na 4-5 oh. She said no problem, oh yeah, take. So I overcame my challenges there by being very bold and letting them know say I beg. No be oyibo you dey say, oh no dey try me. Nonsense. Come on, sit down. Wetin happen? Rubbish. So that is that challenge. Then the challenge of people that are negative towards me. I will often want to speak to them and say, so that do they not realize that what they do? They actually bridge a gap between black and white. And the kind of
Mm.
mentality where you get is the kind of mentality that for Oyibo minds, I am trying to stamp out. You either like it or leave it. If you don't like and waka pass, I don't send you. That's it. So I would tell them the straight thing. It doesn't matter if you are not my follower, you're not my friend, no problem. You don't want to invest in what we are doing or helping children in your own country, no problem. That is your own. So I will leave them and they go their own way. Then in regards to the environment, the heat, the sun, ah, you just dey used to am after time oh. I go realize say I no fit do my Oyibo lifestyle, come dey wear short top, come dey wear pants, dey waka inside sun, collect suntan. African sun no be like that. African sun dey get mouth and e get teeth join the mouth. Ah, so I go carry my sun cream factor 236. I go rub am for the body. I go dey wear better sunshade, big hat wey carry rim like this. I go dey cover myself. So you go just adapt small, small. The
Mm.
hardest part of that challenge is when you are on set, you are filming for an Hollywood movie. It's a big movie, you've got a big producer, you're alongside other big actresses and actors, and you are sweating anyhow. NEPA don't carry lights. We want on gen, but we don't fit on gen because the sound will affect the recording. They use fan, but they don't fit use them because the sound of the wind go affects through your microphone.
Mhm.
Now those challenges hard, but and I still to today. However many shows I don't do for Nigeria, weddings, hosted events, done different movies, I am still not acclimatized to the NEPA come, NEPA go situation.
That NEPA come, NEPA go situation, by the
Yes.
grace of God, one day,
But
somebody will arise. Yeah.
even my dear, that one I guaranteed. You know, say now our children of today, I know say you self don't born and your children all start to the old.
Mhm,
Those
mhm.
children when you born today, they are our leaders of tomorrow. They
Amen.
are the decision makers of tomorrow. They are
Amen.
the doctors, dentists, and physicians of tomorrow. So by God's grace, when these ones come and start now, you know, say all those old men them. I not go talk name, but all those old men them
They go
like
still go.
I know they talk Buhari. I say like Buhari. One very soon they go don't die. They go don't buy. Once they buy like that, the new ones go enter by force.
No, you say boo. Anybody will say Harry na him sabi. Abi?
And now my sister
Ehen.
is Sabina
No,
see
na only
joke.
boo na you talk.
No, I go carry you, put you for stage, or you funny die. Mm.
Tell me one more story before we go. How Africa will survive? So anybody where they look us today now, pidgin English. My pidgin English not done well, but I go they talk and the one where I know.
Try.
Eh, you know. So today we they talk pidgin English with Oyinbo woman. We decide say na pidgin I want take take do something for herself to help another people for another country where she they go call Nigeria. So now her video don't go viral. Everybody everywhere, even Parara News, they carry your video also
I beg, I
everywhere.
be learn now. I be learn now.
So thank God for your life.
Thank
Tell
you.
me the
Amen.
story of your KK experience for Niger.
Keke.
Your KK,
Keke
your
sweet
KK
though.
experience.
I dey like keke, but I like Okada pass, so I no go lie you.
Hey, what if you can't break leg?
My dear, I don't even want time. I don't crack leg go for Okada. The mumu con dey drive enter down for you know they look when they go. Na rubbish.
You
But
get
if to say now Okada were they fine that time, say since unfortunately I separated from my husband 3 years ago, so I don't date single for the last 3 years. So anytime I enter Nigeria, as I know say I did single that time, I go dey look the Okada men say, oh boy, this one fine, oh, the one where they wear green. I go say, oh yeah, come. If you know here what I say, you where they wear green, oh yeah, come front, Joe. It's the worry you. Hurry up. As you don't enter my front like this, I go check am. If you fine, if you see the way they hold down, eh? Not be small matter. Oh.
if the
I
guy
go
fine.
say my life depends on it. Like normal Oyinbo, we're not sabi. Me, I can sit on Okada, I go put my hand for side door, no go worry me, I'm used to it. But at the form like ordinary Oyinbo, I go hold and like say my life did there. As we dey enter speed bump sef, na so breast go just jolly and back. E dey craze nonsense. But no, Okada sweet, but KK is sweet as well, sha. But the thing wey I no like with KK be say you fit enter am, and before you know the mumu go don start to dey slow down. You know say you wan go from A to B, the mumu go don stop. Why you stop me? You go say another person dey go our direction. Mumu, shebi I don pay you the money wey you ask for. Why you dey carry another person collect money? You greedy pass o. So na the only thing wey dey vex me with Okada KK Marwa drivers. If I dey as a passenger, my friend, carry me as your only passenger. I don't need. Maybe I go get live chicken for hand. Say if I won't carry live chicken, go where we do. And you can't now enter another woman with her 3 children. Are you okay?
Yeah. The life chicken, they take go Juju man house. I'll be where you they take and
My
go.
dear, I dey carry live goat and I dey carry live chicken. If na goat, I go put am for taxify. I go order taxify. You see the mumu, they go say, no, we're not putting animal in the boot. I say, no problem, it is coming out. I go just open the boot, move that back parcel shelf. I go come carry the goat, put them inside. It's still there alive. Oh. Meh, meh. We go drive where we dey go. I go drop am for village. If na chicken, they go just bandage the leg for me. I go dey hold am like that. They go for Okada. No problem.
But you see, I started by saying I fell more in love with you when I'm talking to you now. Somebody just posted, let me read that for you. This is a little bit far for me. So, guys, I'm doing good with my eyes. So, thank
Naturally,
God.
I
Yeah,
did fine, die. No worry.
right? So thank you. Let me read this for you. She said, I love the fact that she is her authentic self. Is she open to retaining me as her search agent for a loving Nigerian partner? Or is she already hooked? Is she already hooked? She will make someone very happy by her authenticity. She is real. She has a pure heart. I love you, Igbo princess.
Oh, that's a very nice message. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
that's
very much.
from Dr. Princess Lucima. Sometimes she co-hosts with me, so she's the one sending that. And many loves here. I love you, this Oibo woman. That's
I,
from Joy Ogbonna.
I
There's
wish I could see the messages, Seth. Now, wow.
I will send it to you. I don't
No,
know why you're not seeing it. As a guest, you're supposed to see all the messages too.
no worry. No matter, Seth.
So,
As far as
yeah,
you
well,
don't do that.
much love coming for you right here. So
Thank you.
my next question for you, with all
Mhm.
this love, about Nigeria, you must catch one Nigerian oga.
Abi, I don't fit carry last now.
You don't fit carry last for that corner. If you carry last,
Abi,
I'm not surprised.
you know
So
say na green pali where I dey find o. All these guys dey find red pali, forget. Na me dey find the green one.
that brings me to your movie again question. I was
Ah,
going
oh
to
yeah,
go
let's
to
go.
oh my God, this woman. So you're married to a Nigerian man.
Before, yes.
Oh, before. Okay. Okay.
It don't take now. More than 3 years. We not there again.
Oh, that's fine. We're gonna leave
And
that
you know
side
the
alone.
guy. Don't worry. The guy
That's
don't see him.
private.
He don't waka. No man.
That's private. That's private. We leave that
It's
side.
not private. Oh, it's not private. I forget. The guy they see in Pali, they waka. Now your own problem.
But,
Maga no dey mugu maga now. Sure.
say that again.
Maga no dey mugu maga. Ah.
I have no clue what you just said.
Sister,
Oh my
you dey
God.
lie.
As a Nigerian woman, I swear, I have no clue
Ah,
what you just said.
Amina, you dey lie. Oh, I
No,
beg.
I'm
Sure.
serious. I don't
Ah.
understand what you just maga mugu maga.
Wetin dey talk? Maga no dey mugu maga.
Okay, you're going to have to decode that. Anybody
No, come
understand that?
again.
Please
Wait.
post the
No,
meaning.
no, no.
Maga.
We are not moving on. No. We are not moving on. No.
No, we
Maga
won't.
no dey mugu maga. Oh yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to write it and figure it out.
Hey, God. This is my sister. You know if you just talk maga,
Maga,
you know the mugu maga.
maga no mugu maga.
No,
Maga no.
maga
No,
no
I got
the
it.
mugu maga.
Maga no de mugu maga.
Washiri. Oh yeah, chum knuckle. Oh, you try.
Serious, no. My own pidgin English. Another person speaking it better than me. This is not good. This
My
is
sister,
not
your
good.
head don't strangle. Ah.
So your marrying Naija man, your own na different reason completely. Say your own na green you dey look for. Where all of us they run from green pali. You na
Now
green.
wetin I dey find o. Na wetin I dey find. As this one don chop the red, don waka, na im problem. Make e carry the pali dey go. But
too
me,
correct.
I no go make the same mistake twice now. Shebi we dey learn. And I'm a Christian. I know they believe say you go marry comot. So as far as this mumu don't make me marry comot now like this. And I go call am mumu because he don't do me very bad thing. If not be that, I don't go disgrace am. I go just dey very quiet, say we don't separate. But as don't treat me bad, now so you get mind to treat me bad anyhow. I get mind to use my platform to also treat you bad, mumu.
Yeah, but
So
you know what I'll tell you honestly, on a serious note right now.
yeah.
Anybody will leave somebody with a heart like you, nine lose.
Thank
100%.
you. Yes.
I'm not saying that because you're a fellow woman like me. I don't know you, but just speaking to you and many people agreeing on this platform. A man, the Bible said that a man who finds a noble woman, I'm just paraphrasing, say he finds a good thing. And you're supposed to be a crown blessing on the head of that man. So if any man on earth that is normal cannot see the kind of woman you are, the heart that you have, I think that person is the loser. So you don't even need to use your platform to say nothing. He's already going to get it.
Thank you.
Some people, they are already punished before you even say anything against their head.
It's true
Their,
now. It's true.
their,
I
their
appreciate
action
it.
has already punished them. So you don't
Yes.
even need to stress at all. The Lord God Almighty is going to give you someone that will love you, someone that will love you, someone that will support what you are doing, someone that will see the beautiful heart that you have inside and
Thank
take you and explode you. That's my prayer for you. And that is going to come very quickly. The next time
Amen.
you come on our show, we are going to be celebrating your wedding.
Amen. No. Amen. No. The guy better be able to afford my bride price. So.
No problem. We will support. All of us go come. So
The thing is, I know say I'm difficult. I'm a fiery person. I feel through the verse. My mouth go day very hot. My tongue is sharp. But regardless, I will always be a good wife. I will never cheat. I will never be the wife that is lazy. I will always keep the house clean. I will always do the cooking. I will always do the washing. All those kind of things where we as
Somebody
women,
down there already say, Oyinbo princess, I like your way for me. Oh yeah, send application, make I check you out. You get money.
on my application day, but the fee now £20.
Oh, we go pay for application first.
Administration fee £20.
Okay, okay. I
We
hope
dey go from there.
brothers, una dey hear the hear for corner there. Application fee before we even search anything. Now 20.
Abi, and you go be the manager. I go give you
Okay.
5%.
It's okay. One of the producers that you might be talking to very soon, he said, I don't buy Asoabi. Asoabi. She don't
I
already
dey
buy
buy and dey go.
All right. So your first movie, let's talk about that. Guys, we're still going to the topic. I know you guys are waiting. Waiting Oyinbo woman know about Africa will overcome. Well, from talking to her right now, you know that she knows. So we're going to go into that. But very quickly, your first movie was produced by Lancelot, a very
Yes,
noble and honorable man in the movie industry. How
indeed.
was that? How did he break? I know he said that he got your viral Pidgin English video, and then he
Yes.
contacted you to, great guy. How was that experience? You sent that video not looking for any movie position, nothing.
Yes, so as in I've done movies in the UK before, but it wasn't something that I was ever planning to pursue as a lifetime thing. Sha. It was just a summer holiday, winter holiday kind of thing. So when Lancelot they contacted me with this viral video, I even think saying a joke. I took his name, I went to Google him. I was like, who is this guy? That I don't know. I know nothing about Nigeria this time. I can't dey Google the guy, say, e be like say the guy is no that he get Wikipedia one thing or another. I say, okay, no problem. Then I dey think say na me go just be the woman where they carry headset. But as soon as me and Lancelot talk on phone, I am already saying yes sir, no sir, anything you like, sir.
Wow.
Because he was so respectable, he was so humble, he
Yeah.
was so excited by meeting somebody that is a little different to the everyday average Nigerian. I'm a Nigerian, forget. I claim to be Nigerian, but I am not officially a Nigerian. So I guess that was his interest. So when he then said that I gave him the inspiration to write that particular ATM movie, I had no choice but to follow him and act in the movie and give my best that I can give. He looked after me. He agreed to any payments that we agreed. He agreed to them. He stuck to deadlines. He looked after me when there were issues that we hadn't expected. The guy was actually very, very kind and caring, and he really put me at forefront of his mind. Lancelot Oduwe Imasue. I not go ever forget him. And my guy, and very soon you go see say we have talked to we are going to work on another project together, which
Yeah.
is even more exciting than the first one, but I can't talk. So just wait. They come.
Awesome, awesome. So, guys, watch her movie on YouTube. And like she said, another project is coming. And guess what? Our Oga Lancelot goes fee borrow you, give us for Canada very soon. No worry.
No worry now. I go follow come now.
Canada and America very soon. My
Yes,
team
so
did
may
that
we enter
thing
one
produce.
time.
Yeah, and we go soon borrow you come over here. Great comments coming up. Lucima said wedding date has already been fixed. We need everyone else to be fully prepared and put in place. Then Oga Jacob said, oh boy, say now £40 now they go pay for application, they double
Wait,
up.
I don't consider them last 5 minutes. Now £50 though. I don't increase them, I beg.
Okay, you don't increase am because of it.
Now £50 application. That is just to receive application where you go to fill the enter. I no guarantee anything.
Right, right.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Oyinbo Princess, tell us about your kitchen. It's amazing
Okay.
because Chinese food is everywhere and well packaged. You won't go
Yes,
any buffet, I go say Chinese buffet. You won't buy anything
okay.
Chinese buffet.
My sister, I beg, maybe forget Chinko Joe. Maybe Chinko will carry Koro come. Sure. I beg. Niger cuisine, in fact, African cuisine in general, it is something that should be explored. It is amazing use of resources that even Oyinbo, their stupid mindset no go use. So for me, Oyinbo Princess Kitchen is somewhere that we can embrace the culture, the traditional values, and the history of different foods, bringing the kitchen alive with the aromas, with the colors, with the different things where they happen inside one pot. So for me, Oyinbo Princess Kitchen is a kitchen that will showcase food. And very soon, I'm actually launching a program in Nigeria, which I can't talk to you about, although it is not ready yet. The only reason it is not ready, I was meant to fly 2 weeks ago, but coronavirus has postponed my flights. I was meant to be in Nigeria right now filming Oyinbo Princess Kitchen, which is a show on the streets of Nigeria initially, moving then to Ghana, Cameroon, and Sierra Leone,
Nice.
which will showcase foods from that area. So if I am in Lagos, I will showcase a typical Lagos food. If I
Okay.
am in Benin, I will use a typical Benin food. If I
Nice.
can't go Edo land, the same thing, I will use their own. So
Nice.
I that was my plan. It is on hold for now, but the whole point of Oyinbo Princess Kitchen is uniting people together through our love and the the necessity of eating food. Sorry. So as humans, we have to eat. So it is very important that we unite together through food. And I believe that African cuisine is yet to be established in the British kind countries in Europe. It should go wide and spread far ahead.
Mm.
What is Chinese fried rice? My friend,
Mm.
come and chop jollof rice. Take this. What is chicken chow mein? I beg. Efo riro do. Sure. So, it's just about now changing the mindset. We should start to teach Oyibo to use their hand and eat. Shebi, if we can't dey eat pizza and chips, we dey use our hands now. So we sabi use our hands, but we not sabi use am well. That is the
Mm.
problem. So
Mm.
number one, that is the kitchen. But number two, Oyibo Princess Kitchen is very keen on giving back to society. It
Mm.
is keen on giving back to people. So that my show that I want to run in Nigeria. The show itself, I will be cooking on set, and the set is not a location as in a studio. The
Wow.
set is changed every week depending on where I am. It is on the street. I'm cooking like Mama Put. So
Wow.
everywhere where I go, I will cook, we will film, and I'll have an episode ready. But by the time we stop the camera rolling at the end of the evening, when sun starts to go, excuse me, all those children were there for area, were they inquisitive throughout the day, what are we doing? And all those adults where they wonder how far now, why did they film for here? All of them go chomp the food where I don't cook. So my social responsibility is also there. It is a show that not only will it enhance and hopefully evaluate our television experience by teaching Pidgin English, teaching the values of the food, teaching the traditional ways on how to cook, inserting the culture, and allowing people to know, because so many people were born for rich households in Nigeria. They will
Mm.
say, Pidgin is for the street people. Are they
That's what
stupid?
I want to ask you. What would you say to a mother that wouldn't want their children to speak pidgin English?
I will say, Mama, come to me. Oh, I go wash your head with pure water, so you go learn. Because the history of pidgin English is so deep. The history comes from traders within Nigeria trying to trade between China, Africa, America, England, and they're trying to get one language that between them they can understand. So
Mm.
pidgin English is a cross between Afrikaans English and normal Mama Charlie's English in order to be able to make those trades possible, to do import and export within the country. And
Mm.
not only is it in Nigeria, Cameroon get their own kind pidgin English.
Yeah,
Ghana,
beautiful.
Ghana too get their own.
Yeah.
Sierra Leone have another kind phrase of pidgin English. Even for South Africa,
Liberia.
they get one kind language where we fit understand. So if any mother comes to me and says their children should not know pidgin English, first of all, I will give them slap. Second of all, I'll go tell and say now your culture. You are denying your children of learning where they are from, learning their traditional values. If you were to do your own timeline and trace back to where your grandparents did, and your great grandparents did, and your great 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 grandparents did. No time me say they know they speak pidgin English because na lie. Na lie.
Wow. Wow. That's
That's
amazing.
the end of subject.
That is amazing because a lot of families they'll say, "Ah, no, I don't want to make my Peking speak pidgin English." But
Rubbish.
look at where pidgin English has taken you. A total stranger from Nigeria came into Nigeria, grabbed the pidgin English, the same pidgin English that you say not good. You
Mhm.
grab and made something out of it. Wow,
Nigeria, it has enriched my life on so many levels. It
wow.
has enriched my life. Not only has it allowed me to divulge into different areas of Africa, it
Mm.
has genuinely enriched my life. Genuinely.
Wow, wow. Thank you so much, your princess.
Oh
Now,
yeah.
I know we are supposed to be 1 hour, but definitely we're going to go past 1 hour a little
Is it
bit.
1 hour already?
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Now wow, sabi talk, eh? Shoot.
No, it's beautiful. Like everything. Yes, you sabi talk, but you're talking reasonable and sensible things that will help us. So,
Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit about your statement when me and you spoke for before the show. You had said that Africa will overcome, and I saw one of the videos where you were talking about wash your hands, social distancing, and all
Mhm.
of that. Where is that coming from? Why not British will overcome? Why Africa will overcome?
Africa will overcome because forget Britain now. Because at the end of the day, as much as corruption day within the government, at least we already have some sort of running that even if they're being corrupt, they're doing it behind closed doors and person not go no say that they do.
Mhm.
We still have our NHS system. We still have our ambulance system that will carry people. We have our security, our police officers, and all of them, okay, they are working under one kind of um ruling, but behind that ruling is what we don't see. It is corruption. So it's not only corruption in Africa, it is happening here, but they're doing it very discreetly in the UK. Excuse me. Africa will overcome because there are so many hurdles to overcome. Not only is coronavirus now unfortunately spread into areas of Africa, it has started killing people and it has started letting people know that this thing is real. So even in UK, we are losing up to 800 people in 24 hours. Do you know that? I know that the last 24 hours was 249 people, but that was before the calculation of today as well. So people are dying. Africa will overcome because at the end of the day, the people are stronger. Like
Mm,
I said before, if we are we instead of me, turn that upside down, make it into a W. We are we, not me. Then we will know that together we can manage it. If people come together and unite as one, who be the government? Okay, they get 5,000 people for the government, including their police officers. Well, we get 150,000 people were there for this land.
that's
So
right.
145,000 people are against you, 5,000 in government. Africa will overcome because they always do. It doesn't matter how poor somebody is, how much poverty they are faced with. Children that they're on the streets that don't have mama or papa of age 3 years old. Me, I don't personally see them, or they can still smile for you with nothing. They
That's true.
don't know if they will live to see tomorrow. They are hungry, they are starving. But if you can't be with them, they go happy. They go
Mm,
day happy. I guess somewhere, if I did for area self, they go they hold my hand, they don't want make a waka. And it
oh,
go even break my heart the time I have to physically come out the hand to be able to waka. Because the love is there. Africa will always overcome because your love, your ingenuity, your sensibility, your feeling of engaging others, it is there.
mm,
You if your neighbor comes to you and says, please, oh, I don't have this or that, you go give am without second thoughts.
true.
UK, you not go enter your neighbor house, tell and say you not get sugar. Oh. Na lie. For where you not go fit. You not go fit.
But
Africa
yet,
is overcome, my
yet
dear.
everybody wants to come to Europe and the
Forget
world.
rubbish. Mm-mm-mm. The only thing I will say is if they want to come to Europe or Yankee, make it only be under one circumstance, and that circumstance is to educate yourself more on your passion. It,
Mm.
okay, for example, you are a nurse. You will come to UK, you do extra study to become a nurse. You will maybe work in a hospital 4 years, come out, carry that sense, go back to Nigeria and change the lives of other people. If you
Mm.
are a politician, come here, study law, come there, do what you need to do, maybe even work for the police force in Europe. 4 or 5 years, my friend, I beg, give your notice time and say you to go Nigeria. Because unless people come here to then change the mindset back home, nothing will happen. It's no good coming to UK and shifting 1,000 pound every month to your mom's or your wife where did that. No, 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 no. You are not changing anything. The grass is always greener on the other side. This UK where we did so, it is hard die. I will not lie to you. Me, a whole Oyinbo princess, where you see like this, I will not be too proud to tell you I am living in my parents' house. I don't
Mm.
own a house. My car where I don't own at 12 years old. I
Wow.
am not trying to package anything. It is very difficult in the UK to do anything. No
Wow.
more ordinary £40 I get for hair. That £40, I know if you do shishi. I go shop, I feel spend them in like that 1 second. But that £40 for Nigeria, now 20,000 naira. I go feed how many people with that money?
Wow. Wow.
So it is very important that you realize the grass is not greener on the other side. Keep your values, keep your traditions, stay at home, embrace other people, teach other people. If you must come to study or come to gain experience, come, but go home with it. Go home with it.
Mm. But a lot of people that want to go home and they don't have any platform to go home on. A lot
Mhm.
of people are scared that, okay, I've stayed in America for 20 years, 30 years.
Yes,
Now, if I go to Nigeria, the first thing I'm going to get hit with is the electricity, the food,
of course.
how do they go home?
They go home because they know there is always tomorrow. They will do something before they even leave where they are. They will put things in place. Look, I'll give you an example now. As I did for London Air. Today we don't do, sorry, yesterday we don't do food job in one ghetto for Lagos. I can't tell my people may they go. I can't give them the money, may they go buy food. I can't ask, beg people for donation, may they help me, may we buy food for these children. Come enter street, can't they go help one mama cook? They can't cook throughout the day, then they can't feed all the pikin. I know they there. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm there, but on video. I'm not physically there.
Mm,
So that's the kind of thing that you could do.
yeah, I saw
Look,
the
if
video
you
on
are,
your page.
yes, my dear, if you are, let me say, okay, now you are maybe a hairdresser. Okay, before you think of taking our move, find one or two hairdressers in your local area and get them to do jobs under your name. For example, Amina now. You go say, oh yeah, you work for Amina Hair. Buy one t-shirt, send them, we get the Amina Hair logo. That is it. They go wear and they do hair. Person go no say na Amina Hair.
Mm,
When the money come, you go tell and say, oh yeah, from that money, X has to go into this account and X is your salary. Before you know, you have 4 or 5 people working for you. By the time you enter back, you are Oga Boss. So you're Oga Boss already. You have a platform that you have made before you even enter. And
mhm.
that can be done in any kind of business where they, anything. The only thing it cannot be done is if you are an actress and you are the one needed to actually get that result. But that is not everyday normal person,
Mm, mm, mm.
you know.
Somebody, Juliet is asking a question. He said, what you're saying is correct, but see, for us to go home, the politicians will not allow us to exhibit our trainings. What do we do about that?
Okay, darling. Yes, it's a very difficult thing you're up against. I no go lie you. I no go lie. But at the end of the day, again, power is in the people. I must reiterate it because no matter what, if the people overturn the amount that is negative coming from the government, they can't do shishi. If to say before you go home now, you can't get petitions signed, you can't get people ready to do one kind of protest with you, where even the government self could be fair. They go need to donate police officers to come and see what is going on. I know it is not easy, and I know corruption day. Even I don't see police officers where they beat people, they even shoot people that are innocent. So I know what you guys are up against, but if there is a will, there is a way. And
Mm,
depending on your trade, register it from the UK, register your business from the UK, have a registered company through Companies House, that when you enter back to Nigeria, they will already fail you. They'll say,
mm,
person will get company registered through UK. I beg, we don't get that kind of time. Oh. Because they will not say you don't already study abroad, you don't already collect everything you need from abroad, and you they carry them back. Even if you don't need to register a company in Nigeria, which in some is trying to do. Me, I want to become a charity, but to become a charity in UK, you must have £5,000 in your bank account. I don't have it. So until I reach donations that can give me a comfortable £5,000 with Jara, I cannot register my own idea as a charity. So for now, I'm Oyinbo Princess Outreach. That is it. But
wow.
once I reach that level, who is anybody in Nigeria to now tell me when I enter that my charity cannot exist or it cannot go on? My friend, I beg you, let's go to court straight. So, Julius, my dear, all I can say to Julius is that he must explore and exploit every avenue
Mm.
to
No
try and
failure.
make his business work, depending on what field he is in.
Mm. Basically, no excuse to fail.
There's no excuse to fail, not back at home.
Mm,
No.
mm,
Not back at home. Even in Nigeria, it's very easy now to carry one or two young person where they say yes ma, no ma, anything you like ma. They will do what you want. I'm not asking you to exploit them. I'm asking you to use them to your advantage and their own advantage. Give
mm,
them a job. Give them a monthly salary that you are guaranteed is paid on the end of every month or the
mm,
first of every month. Never defer on your payments. Give
mm,
them hope. Give them a job to work alongside you. Do you know how they will respect you? For the
yes,
rest of their life, they go respect you, tire. And you
that
go
is,
see them grow, grow, grow with your business. Eventually, they can be maybe a business manager and go back to their area where they are from and now enter another business life there. You
mm,
must invest in our youngsters, invest in the people that they are calling youths that are troublesome. They're not troublesome. They are just looking for to make a way. Make a
mm,
way for them. That
mm.
is it. Make a way for them.
Wow. Thank you so much. This is amazing. Like I'm learning from you a lot of things.
I'm
Um,
learning from you too, Sha.
thank you. But before I go, allow make you come up from my face this afternoon. Um,
Mhm.
Waiting you think say this coronavirus go don't destroy, or waiting you think say people for Nigeria especially suppose learn from this coronavirus.
Wetin I suppose learn be say as we dey like this, they not supposed to come out unless absolutely necessary. They must stay house. They must try and stay safe. The government are not talking the way they should be talking. I am not worried about saying that. UK government, Boris Johnson and his team, every single day, you can definitely find one channel that is having live broadcasts. If BBC One starts in the morning, they finish at 9 a.m. By 9 a.m., you can turn to Channel 2 and they will pick it up. By 3 p.m., Channel 2 have stopped and you will enter Channel 3. So there is always that continuity of being able to see what's happening. That is
Mhm,
not reaching our people in Nigeria. And it's
mhm,
definitely not reaching the people that do not have access to media. So
mhm,
what I will say to everybody is try and educate as you go. It's not just about you. Again, this
mhm,
is not about me. It is about we. We must educate people around us. If you say
mhm,
you walk out through one area from your house, maybe you are a banker and you are gifted to work in an air-conditioned company that give you salary that you are comfortable in, but you go walk out through one kind of area to reach there. My friend, as you they walk out through, they give people information. Those people that are walking by the street, the mama put where you they buy from, the guy where you they buy your cigar, the other woman where you they buy your Ankara, they need to know what is on ground and they might not be hearing it through social media. Tell them with
mhm,
your mouth. Tell them they should stay home unless it's essential. Feed them. Okay, they are out. What are they doing? They are trying to make money to feed their family. Is it going to cost you anything to give them 2,000 naira so they don't need to go out today? so
Wow.
that they can then consider their life and they will know how they need to plan and try and do something different. They will adapt their business. Maybe instead
Mhm.
of cooking on the roadside, they will now try and go and deliver to one or two people or whatever.
Mm.
Or they will adapt. They will have their cooking thing, but they will keep that boundary between them and the person, like we do in UK and Yankee. Keep the 2 meter distance. They will set that distance available from their mama put to the customer. They don't go allow any person within 2 meters of their own radius. But they don't go no unless you tell them. It's not because they are not educated, because some of them are. Do not ever insult the people that are on the street. You don't know where they are coming from. You don't know what background they have or the reason why they are there today. But just try and educate them with the news that we hear on an everyday basis that they are not accustomed to. They do not receive that information on time. Because God forbid, if corona they come spread like it spread for UK, it go wipe out everybody. God
Yeah.
forbid, God forbid, we no get money,
Mm.
because those people wey no get money, they no go know wetin dey happen. They no go understand the social distancing or the importance of washing their hands or the importance of, they will not even know that on this thing, if I carry am with coronavirus like this, as I pass am like that, this strap fit hold coronavirus for 72 hours. They must sanitize it, they must wash it with soap and water. But they don't know that. It's not because they are not educated, they have not been told. They have
Mm.
not been told. Some of those people on the street there, you don't know their backgrounds. You have no idea. Fine, some never went to school, but is that their fault? It is not their fault. We
Mm.
should always try and help other people. Help our country. Nigeria is my country. It is my concern. It is my people. The
Wow.
same with anywhere else in Africa. It is my concern. They are my brothers and sisters wherever they are. We have
Wow.
to look after them, I beg.
Wow, wow, wow. I watched a video yesterday night before I went to bed, and it was some elderly women in the village where I think she is a journalist or maybe a passerby, but she was trying to figure out what is their understanding about the whole situation with coronavirus. And one of the elderly women was saying, no, this thing not come from us, now from the big people, the rich man, go come for us, go come for us. So this is their level of understanding about the whole situation. And what you're saying that anywhere we're passing, these people might not have access to media. We can just use our word of mouth to educate them. Get up the street, go back home. If this is what you're looking for, I would help you so that you stay indoor.
Yes, now, and the unfortunate thing is, I've actually seen probably the same video because I believe I've seen the same thing.
Okay.
And for me, it is the person that is making the video that is the fool. Because although they will be laughing at the lady that has said it's only big men then that carry this virus,
You should be
why
corrected right there.
have not been told. They have not been educated. So instead of the mumu making video to now use them to exploit them for laughter, why does he not make a video and say, "Sir, what do you think about the coronavirus?" When they say, it's for big men there now from the city or whatever, they will then talk back with a reply to educate them and tell them that still this coronavirus can affect anybody in any place with any bank account balance, with any name, and no matter who we are, black or white, sick or not sick, poor or rich, it doesn't matter.
Mm.
Instead, do you know how much further that video would go viral if the person they're using head they educate? Okay, it reached how many million people because people they laugh at the woman because say she not sabi.
What of her life?
What of her life? What of her family? What of now if tomorrow that same Momo they go back there, they do another video, but they know they see that grandmama. Why? Because she did die of corona. Will you not feel bad as a fellow human? Instead of making fun of people that, okay, you want to get a video that goes viral, fine, everybody has what they want to achieve, but achieve it in the right way. When you ask Mr. Chris whether coronavirus go reach him and he in Chris way go tell you say no, they enter whatever way and say see now like this. Do you not know that video will travel much further than you making fun of the guy because say don't Chris?
Mm.
Your
Wow.
own papa fit Chris one day, God forbid. your own sister fit Chris one day, God forbid. But we never know. These things we cannot help in life. They just happen. God is the only judgment of everything and the only person that will ever judge us. So forget, go and give information to people and educate. Educate and facilitate. That is it.
Educate, facilitate, give good information. And I see you doing this.
God forbid. You want make a do long? God forbid.
Princess, you too much. I can talk with you all day. Trust me.
Even me, Steph, but I must go and eat too.
Yes. I beg that food there. In fact, the next time I'm coming to UK, I will let the plane land for your top of your house.
Lando, my sister, I beg. And anytime I come on your side, Steph, no worry, I go cook for you.
You have a home already. Forget this social media thing.
I pray now your next award ceremony, I'll go light day there. So let's
you are coming here live. If you are I'm going to figure out the date. I will write to you, set the date anywhere. I will fly you down here by the grace of God.
Amen. Amen, my sister.
And I'm going to, with your permission, publicly, I'm going to give your information to a few of the producers that.
No, don't worry.
So you will see them contacting you. One from United States and then Canada, a few from Canada. So I would spread your name out for them. So they'll contact you. So you give them special discount like Niger person when they say it's from Amina show.
As far as they talk saying I'm from Queen Amina, I don't get problem.
God
we gonna work something out.
I'm giving you media hug right here. I just I want to make something really clear. Okay, and I don't say this lightly. Okay, I am not saying this to gain your support or anybody out there's support. God is my witness. Okay, genuinely from the bottom of my heart, I just fell in love with the person that you are. It has gone beyond your media things that you do. I have fallen in love with your person, and please contact me anytime doing anything. I would promote it. I would raise funds for the foundation. Whatever I need to do to support you, I will. I just fell in love with your person. And my simple advice for you before you give us your final word is continue to be who you are. I love you so very much. And it's okay to cry. I cry on my show all the time. Okay? You are a great person because I can tell that you're speaking from the heart. You know, don't worry with who comes in or who leaves you. God Almighty is going to place you in a place where you will never believe that. Is this me?
Amen.
With the heart that you have, you are going places. The world will hear you. And even after you leave this earth, on your tombstone is going to be written a stud. And that is years to come. You're going to leave your age and even past your age. You know, somebody told me someday, say, Queen, the only reason you are living today is because children are crying to God for your sake. Okay, that is because of the little good I must have sown some seed in the life of some children. What you are doing, Oyinbo Princess, one day you're going to remember today that one lady told me that God is going to put me in a place where I will not imagine myself to be, and I will be there to celebrate you with everybody online today. Keep being you. Don't let no situation change who you are. Don't let nobody change who you are. Continue to be a beautiful person. You know the most beautiful thing about you? Apart from you looking naturally beautiful, your inside is golden. And that is what everybody on this platform is seeing right now. I want to just thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for coming on this show, for volunteering your time, for sharing and pouring your heart out.
Thank you, dear.
And I'm pretty sure you have blessed so many people. There are amazing words coming up here from the things that you're saying. You know, it said, don't give up. They're telling you, don't give up. We're supporting you. We're going to be watching your movie anytime it comes out. Please post so that we see it. Isokem is saying, person does not deserve you. said whoever did that to you doesn't deserve you. That's why they had to go. Somebody is saying that God is clearing way for your king to come. Ooh, I love that. I
Thank
love
you.
that. Yeah, so my dear, God bless you, God bless you, God bless you, God
Thank
bless.
you. I would just like to use your platform to just thank you for getting in touch to me, for pulling a heartstring. I know say for this corona, everybody is after money, but honestly speaking, I can say that you and I have touched each other in a way that we just need to help one another. It's not always about money. You
Thank
know,
you.
it's not always about being a business and working on B2B, as in business to business. Sometimes you have to work on H to H, heart to heart. You
Wow.
know, you can't always work on B2B, it's not possible.
Mm,
And second of all, I would like to, after thanking you again for hosting me, for letting me know you small, letting me realize that there are people out there like you. You are an amazing lady. You are giving this opportunity to bring happiness and hopefully laughter and wisdom to people when they're stuck at home. Not everybody can do that.
that's
So
true.
after thanking you, which I thank you with all my heart, I
Thank you.
just want to just add one tiny thing. It is not a business call, it is a call for the children that I'm helping, the children that I'm supporting, doing food drop for. I'm still very much seeking donations, as
Okay.
in, 500 naira, between 5 and 900 naira can feed one of my children every single day. So
Wow.
I am begging for any kind of donations that are available to come towards helping these hungry children in less privileged areas. You only
Can
need to
you
follow
type
my page and it
type
was
the link how to promote it? Type it, send it to me right now before I let you go. Let me
okay.
post it and we would promote it. We'll do a Facebook ad to promote it.
Okay, that would be wonderful if you can, because these children, they are children from a less privileged area. They have nothing. Some days they go hungry, they don't have ways to eat. And I'm trying my best to keep them staying safe within their local area so that
Mhm.
they don't actually have to.
Okay, guys, I think she mistakenly, okay, she's back. Awesome. I got you
Uh-uh.
back. So I
I
just posted the link.
okay. I
Where
don't know
you
what
go do
happened.
come.
Sorry. Never don't carry lights.
I carry life for pretty cool.
Maybe it's no matter. Oh.
I just guys, I just posted there over 150 people right now watching, and I don't even know how many people on the watch party. Hosting a watch party on my other phone. So see, so
Okay.
guys, if all of us even come up with just even 1,000 naira, which is nothing, that's $3? About
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So guys, please, if you know you love me and you're always watching me and you love our Weibo princess, we are going to support her to be able to do this. I'm going to send you my support privately. I'll figure out, you do PayPal.
Yes.
Okay, I would send you something on PayPal. I don't
Okay.
have very much, but the little that I have, I am always willing to sell to support. And I know few of my friends will support, and I'll talk to them today. No matter what it is, we're going to send it to you to
Thank
support.
you. I
And
actually had a lady that donated 100 naira yesterday, and it actually made me cry because it made me realize that that is literally all she had. And she gave me 100 naira, which is not even equivalent to 5p in the
no,
UK. And
yes,
how many, it's not even like what, 10 cents in America.
no,
And that meant a lot to me. Although I obviously need the more money, the better, the more children I can feed.
yeah.
It's not always about how much you can give, it's about the fact that you are giving and you are part of the circle.
That's right. That's right. And one amazing thing too is the fact that we know is coming to you and is going to get to these children. I have an organization in Nigeria also. The next time you are in Nigeria, please let me know if you would like to go visit there.
Of
It's
course,
called,
I'd like to.
it's called a food bank. And you know how we have the food banks here in North America? The same way I have it. I don't blow these things up either. I'm a silent giver. I don't, anything I do, I don't put it on air. But
Mm-hmm.
just to help you, just to support what you are saying, In that place, you can go there, and as long as we authenticate that you are in need, we are able to help you the next 3 months, with you agreeing to learn a skill.
What an
So,
amazing thing. That's
yeah,
brilliant.
yeah, within that 3 months, we would give you food that is going to help you, but we want you to learn something so that you'll be able now to feed yourself and then help somebody else.
That's
It's
amazing.
being
I would
very.
love to be a part. I would love to be a part. There's no questions
I'll
to be asked.
definitely take you there. Anytime you're in Abuja, let me know. I would get
Perfect.
my people to drive you to my village and you see how it is there, and you'll be very
I
welcome.
would love to. I would love to be a part.
Okay. So the thing is, it's been
I
very
can even maybe host 1 or 2 workshops for you, and that will be something that I can give back to the community as well.
fantastic. The reason I'm saying this is to support what you're saying, that it has been a very challenging time. The whole place now, the food is empty. My sister sent me some money the other time, and I was able to add in some more food in there. It's very challenging times, and we are really looking for anybody that is doing something like Oyinbo Princess. Let us try to support her. Let us try to support her, because if we can go and we have somebody that wants to go, all she's asking is help me get there financially. So no matter what it is, I posted the link on the chat line right now. I'm going to boldly do a poster with that link on it and put it on my page. So guys, please support her. Thank you so much for your encouragement today. The Lord God bless you. I love you.
Darling, I love you too, and I pray to work
Thank
with you
you.
in the near future. You're amazing. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Brother Ma.
Oh, Eshe gone. I forgot to ask you, do you speak? Okay, now she's gone. That was a fantastic time with Oyinbo Princess. Thank you guys so much for being on the Queen Amina show today. It was amazing. Oh, she's back. Yeah, I was gonna ask her one final question before she goes. Let me see if I can just quickly bring her up. I was just gonna ask you, do you speak
I
any
caught
other
it.
language?
Sorry, I caught it before you could finish the thing. Sorry, Jerry. You know, say I the wrong
I
thing, so
wanted
my
to
Jenny
say,
the wrong book.
I wanted to say, do you speak any other language?
Ah, I speak Arabic, but it's not that. It's a bit scratchy now. I used to be fluent, but as time don't go, I know they fluent again. But
You know,
no, I don't. Even the embarrassing thing is I actually studied French and German GCSE, and I cannot say more than bonjour or guten tag. That is it. So no, it's just the pidgin English that I know 1 or 2 words of Yoruba,
oh,
1 or 2 words of Igbo and Hausa. That is it.
oh, wow. Okay. Well, thank you again so very much. We'll catch up again soon.
I will let you go. Have a nice evening and
Thank
enjoy
you.
enjoy the week coming to come, and do what you do best,
Thank
and
you.
that's inspiring people. So thank you.
Thank you. And guys, keep following her on Instagram at Oyinbo Princess on Instagram.
Later, ma. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys, that brings us to the end of another wonderful show with our Oyinbo Princess. She is an amazing, amazing woman. And thank you guys so much for watching the Queen Amina show. Until tomorrow, keep watching the Queen Amina show.